I'm a YouTube junkie. I'm a YouTube junkie and a Facebook critique. My keyboard pox out can be strong. And so one of the first things that I noticed, and I really hate picking on my own brethren, but I will, without naming names. I see a lot of dance. It's like, bro, you fighting in a football field? Like, every time I've seen some kind of a self-defense situation, it was in some back alley, some bar room, you know, it's like close tight. So you're not gonna have that ability to dance. You're not gonna have 10 yards in each direction to shuffle. You know what I mean? Of course you're hard to hit. When I started there and you ended up over there, that's running, that's not fighting. And so get in those uncomfortable pockets. So the thing that I noticed the most is, well, I'll explain this to you guys through the weapons section too. Look, you have attributes such as speed, power, line familiarization or distancing, timing. Make sense? There's one attribute that really puts the hurting on all of those things. Anybody know what it is? Pressure. So I'm a jiu-jitsu practitioner as well, right? Student, I'm only like a mid-grade purple belt. One of the lessons that I learned through jiu-jitsu was I started to watch all these high-end guys, tornado guard, tomato guard, today's guard, tomorrow's guard. And I don't come from that gym. My generation's like open guard, closed guard, butterfly guard. That's the three that we have. And so I asked one of my mentors and instructors, somebody who I love and respect very much, Professor Roy Harris. I said, because he's a 6-stripe black belt. He's one of the first Americans to ever get a black belt, and he's a senior instructor under Guru Inasanto. Right, so he's a JKD and Kali guy as well. And so I said, what about all these things? He goes, pressure. Doesn't matter what the structure is. If you apply pressure, the structure will compromise. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. How do you do that? Pressure, yeah. And so I had to learn something about how to apply it. And so pressure scrubs down speed, pressure takes out power, pressure takes out timing, pressure changes everything, it's the dynamic. As it turns out, real world.
Forgive me, I have to make a note. Yeah. This is going.
Let's go. No.
this is going into next week's broadcast.
Okay. And so pressure changes the dynamics of everything. It scrubs the speed. It changes. And it turns out, real life world, pressure. Everybody fights with pressure. And this is something that I think was lacking in martial arts training, and is starting to kind of lack in some schools of JKD. Not all. Some. Okay. They've become too fancy on the dance aspect of things. It looks a lot like capoeira JKD and not actual JKD.